Dear students, have you met with any celebrity? Did you watch the famous person interview? Related to this question only, the lesson begins. Unit 3.2, The Night I Met Ancients. This chapter explains about how ancients help the writer to understand the music when the writer find it difficult to enjoy the concert. Ancients help him out to understand the music. Albert Einstein, known as a man with shock of white hair and a pipe in his mouth, born on 14 March 1879, gave the theory of relativity to the world. He won the Nobel Prize in the year 1921. He gave the toughest IQ test of 160, that is genius IQ test of Mensa. In this chapter, we are going to see how the ancients help the narrator to understand the music. Let's see in detail page number 108.
Unit 3.2 The Night I Met Ancient. In this unit, the narrator met Ancient during the night time. That's why the title is given. The Night I Met Ancients, written by Jerome Whitman. He was born in the year 1930 and died in the year 1998. Was an American playwright and novelist. He was an American, belonged to an American country. That's why he was an American playwright and a novelist. In the year 1960, he won the Pulitzer Prize for his work, a musical drama titled Furlough. He collaborated with George Abbott, Jerry Boggs, and Sheldon Harnick for its music and lyrics. In the year 1960, he won the Pulitzer Prize for his work, a musical drama. Due to the musical drama, he won the prize Pulitzer, and the title of that Furlough. So he collaborated with George Abbott, Jerry Boggs, and Sheldon Harnick. These three, along with these three people, collaborate means to work together. So the Jerome worked together these peoples for its music and lyrics. Music you know already, and lyrics means the words in song. His books I Can Get It For You Wholesale has also been used for a movie of the same name. So he wrote on book I Can Get It For You Wholesale. When similarly the movie's name also the same, both the book and the movie name. What is the name? I Can Get It For You Wholesale. When I was a very young man, I was invited to dine at the house of a philanthropist. After a wonderful dinner, our hostess took us to a large drawing room. Chairs were being arranged. I am arranging the chairs for a concert. My hostess said, "We are going to listen to a very good pianist." This incident been taken place when Jerome Whitman was a young man. He was invited to a dine, means to have the dinner that we always used to take at night time at the house of philanthropist, means the sponsors, a rich person help the poor, okay, need. So at that place the writer was invited there after a wonderful dinner. After they finished the dinner, hostess took us a large drawing room, means your hostess, a woman who invite the guests, okay. So she has took a writer or the narrator to a large drawing room. Their chairs been arranged. So already the chairs been arranged there. I am arranging the chairs for a concert, my hostess said. While arranging the chairs, the narrators for the concert, the hostess said, means she was the hostess. already know she invites the guests, everyone. She was arranging. We are going to listen to a very good pianist. She said that after that they are going to listen a very good pianist. Means a show will going to start uh, in that musical show that they will going to listen a pianist played the music. Though everyone else was very happy, I was not. I did not understand classical music. I thought I was tone deaf. I sat down so that I would not be impolite and waited for the concert to begin. I did not pay attention to the music after it began. Though everyone, those who all involved in the concert, they were all happy, but the writer was not happy because he was not understand the classical music. So he was taught that he was a tone deaf. He was means in a sense unable to hear the different notes of the music, that is high and the tone low, that is. So he sat down there only so that I would not be impolite and should not be disturbed to others. Okay, so others should not felt bad also in the sense. So that's why he was being quiet there and waited for the concert to begin, because the writers waited there to begin the show. So I did not pay attention to the music after it began. When the show started, the music, so he had not paid attention to that. After a while, I heard everyone clapping, so I realized that the piece was over. Just then, I heard gentle but firm voice saying, "You are fond of Bach." Here, here the writer says that after uh, the music concert was over, so he was hearing that everyone is clapping. The sound heard by the narrators realized that the piece was over, means the music was over. Just then I heard a gentle but firm voice, means he was heard a gentle, means kind and strong voice saying that you are fond of Bach, means someone familiar voice. He heard that, are you fond of Bach? I knew as much about Bach as I did not about nuclear physics. I was going to say something ordinary so that I could get out of the situation. I turned in order to look at my neighbors and I saw a very famous face. It was someone with a shock of white hair and a pipe. So here the writer says that I know much about Bach, means as I did about nuclear physics. How much you know physics related to that, even you know about the Bach. Bach in the sense here meaning is given that Johann Sebastian Bach, a German organist, he was a composer. So somebody is asking nearby whether you know about the Bach. Was he a German organized composer, and actually his answer was how much you know about the nuclear physics, the same thing you know about the Bach. And somebody is asked, means we'll come to know who's asking. So I could get out of the situations. He saw that he should get out of that situations where he was listening the music. So he turned in order to look at my neighbors, means the writers turned at the neighbors, and even he saw a famous face, and it was someone with a shock. And while the narrator observed that the nearby those sitting a shock of white hair, means the untidy of white hair and a pipe in his mouth. It's not none other than that is he was a great scientist, Einstein. Okay, so already we know that about the Einstein. He was after the Newtons, he was one of the famous scientists in physics, in the field of physics. So he proved the theory of relativity. We know already about him. I I knew that I must tell this man the truth. He looked at me as if my answers was very important. Now here the writer said that he should decided to tell the truth about how much he knows the music. So he looked at me, means here the ancients looking at the writers to to listen the answers, as it seems it was very important. So I do not know anything but about Bach. I said I had never heard any of his music. He looked surprised. Means here the narrator says that he was not knowing about the Bach. Means Johann Sebastian was a composer. He never heard about the musics, musics, and he looked surprised. Means here the ancients looked surprised. The writer, you have never heard of Bach? He asked. Again the ancients asked him, did you never heard about the Bach music? So he made it sound as if I had said that I had never taken a bath. So here he made it sound, means he was said loudly as he had said that I had never taken a bath. He had never heard about the sound, so he was confirming that here in the sense. I didn't like to understand the music so that I could understand Bach, I said, but I am not able to do. I am a tone deaf. So again here the writers not understand the music, so that he never come across the try to understand to across the music of Bach. So he said, but I am not able to do. I am a tone deaf. Here he was agreeing that he was a tone deaf, means he unable to recognize the music of the high and the low pitch, the music. The old man got up. You will come up with me, he asked. I just remained seated. I am requesting you to come with me, he said again. So I went up with him. He took me to a room which had a gramophone in it and asked, what kind of music do you like? Well, I answers, I like songs that I have words and the kind of music where I can follow the tune. Now, here the old man got up, means the Hangsens got up, and you will come with me, means he called the writer to come up, where Jerome Whitman he called, and he asked, I just remain seated. I am requesting you to come with me. Now here again the Einsteins requesting the writer to come along with him, and he was repeated again. So I went up with him. So now the writer went along with the Einsteins upstairs. He took me to a room which had a gramophone. Now the Einsteins took the writer where upstairs where the gramophone was placed, okay, and asked, what kind of music do you like? Now the ancients asking the writers, what kind of music do you like? Well, I answers, I like the song that have words. Now here the narrator replied that he liked the song that the song should have the words, means it should have the lyrics, okay, and kind of music where I can follow the tune. Only a particular song, means the song which he likes, that only he understand the music, not all. So that music only he can follow the tunes, means like high pitch, low pitch, etc. He smiled and nodded, obviously pleased. You can give me an example, perhaps. Your ancient smiled and nodded, means moves his head ups and downs and indicate the agreement. Your meaning is given. Obviously pleased means he was understood that, and he was asked the writer to give an examples if you know. So I told him I like anything by Bing Crosby. At once I could hear Bing Crosby voice filling the room. So here I told him, the writer said that he liked anything, music played by Bing Crosby, means American singer, and he was an actor. So here he was given his reference, his music to play. So at once, immediately, I could hear Bing Crosby's voice filling the rooms. Immediately, the ancients played his musics. Okay, he was a singer. His music was played in the room. So now, can you please tell me what you just heard? He said. Now, here the ancients was asking the writer, can you tell me what you just heard? So he said, the simplest answer seemed to be sing the lines. So I sang it back to him. So immediately, by he sang the lines along with the song what it was played. So he was smiled. Now your accent smiled. You are not tone deaf, he said. Means again, the accent said that you are not able to identify. You are not tone deaf means you are not able to identify. He said means he knows the music and the song. Here it agrees that the writers knows everything. I told him this was only of my favorite song, something I heard hundred of times, so it didn't really prove anything. Now here the writer said that the song which was played by an ancient, it was his favorite song. What you here just now he has heard that it was heard that song before 100 times, more than 100 times he was heard that song. So it didn't really prove anything, means already that's why he was singing along with the music. It doesn't changes that he knows that everything. Actually we know already that the writers Jerome Whitman, he was not understand the notes of the music. He was said that, but according to ancients he knows the music well. Nonsense, said ancients, it proves everything. Do you remember that first arithmetic lesson in school? Suppose at your very first contact with numbers, your teachers had ordered you to work out a problem in, say, long division or fractions. Could you have done it? Now, here the ancients explaining this paragraph in a mathematical formation. So, nonsense means he didn't agree. The ancients didn't agree that the writer don't know the music. It proves everything that writers knows the music. Do you remember the first arithmetic? Now he was reminding the school days of the writers that in first arithmetic lesson in his school, suppose your first contact with numbers. So now the ancients explaining him that whenever you come across, first you are learning the maths, first you learn what the numbers, for example 1 2 3 like that. So your teacher ordered you to work out a problem in, say, long division or fractions. Before that, whenever we are learning the maths, first we knows the number, then only we can do the division and the fraction. These things the ancients explain the writer, could you have done it? Now we are asking, have you done these things? No, of course not. Exactly, it's like learning maths. You have to learn addition and subtraction in order to do multiplication and division. Now I am playing something a little more advanced. Now your ancients explaining the writer Jerome that whenever you are learning the basic things like the maths also. We are learning like 1 2 3 number, then we are learning the addition, subtractions. Okay, in order to that, afterwards we are going to the multiplications and the divisions, fractions. Similarly in the music also, like this he was explaining to the writers. Now I am playing something more advanced, means little higher tone music he was playing. It was John McCormack singing. The trumpeter said that back he ordered. Now the ancients playing little more advanced music, and he was said that the music was song of who's John McCormack. He was a well-known trumpeter. So again now he was ordering that the Jerome to sing back. So and we went on level to level higher level until he was playing just music without words. Now here the ancients playing the music from level to level, that now it reached a higher level. So along with that he was playing just music without the word, only the music played by the ancients, okay, without the words, means lyrics is not there. So I was amazed that this great man was paying complete attention to me so that I could learn something new. Here the writers say amazed that that he was a great man, the ancients was a great man, was paying more attention. Complete attention means more attention, full attention to me, means to the writer, so that he can learn something new. It was not as if I was the most important person in his world. Suddenly he got up and turned off the gramophone. And he was said, it was not as if I was the most important person in his world. He said that he was not a most important person in the world. Suddenly he got up means ancient got up and turned off the gramophone. He was switched off the gramophone. Now young man, he said, we are ready to listen the back. Now again the ancient said to the writer that now just we'll go, you ready to listen the back. Back already we know who was the back. He was a great composer, singer, okay. Johann Sebastian Bach music was played by a pianist, so the writer and the ancients, both of them going down. Just see, we went down and sat in the hall. Just allow yourself to listen, he said, that all there easy to hit. Now both of them went down and sat in the hall where the pianist playing, the music was played there, and just allow yourself to listen. Now ancients telling the writer Jerome to listen the music, just only listen the music. He said that's all there is to it. Don't do anything, just you listen the music carefully. All you will understand then. I heard that piece of many times since that day, but I am never alone. Now the writer find a very peace. Okay, he heard the peace many times since that day. He never thought that whenever alone means he never thought that you've been alone by listening the music. So I'm sitting beside a small man with a shock of untidy hair and a pipe in his mouth. So here whenever he listens the music, he find that beside a small man means a who's sitting short man with a shock, means his hair is not in a proper way, that is of untidy hair, and with a pipe in his mouth, means you know it already who is a ancient. So whenever writers listening the music, so he finds himself beside. When the concert ended, Haitu was able to clap sincerely. Our hostess came towards us. We both stood up. When the concert ended, when the programs ended, so this time the writers clapped sincerely, because before that he didn't understand. So he was nervous. Now you understand everything. So he clapped sincerely. Our hostess came towards. Hostess means already we know that the lady that arranged the guest programs, everything, she arranged the chair, everything, that she came towards us, means towards ancients and the writers. So both of them stood up. I am so sorry, Dr. Angston, he said, giving me a cold look, that you miss so much. Here the hostess said that Dr. Angston, that you have missed so much. She was addressed that, and she looked a cold look means unpleasant look. She didn't like that the Dr. Angston missed so much program there. So even Angston also said, I'm sorry too, he said, my young friend here and I, however, were engaged in the greatest activity of which human beings capable. Now here Angston also said, when I'm sorry too, he said, my young friend here, means Angston addressed that the Angston himself and his friend. Who is young friend? The writer Jerome. Okay, very good. So writer and Jerome, both of them were engaged in the greatest activity of which a human being is capable. We know that which activity they were engaged. They were went upstairs and learned the music through the gramophone. Already we know that. So due to that, here it was addressed. Human being is capable, means here Angston explained the how to make him a capable of ability to listening the music. Previous the writer didn't understand. Now he become capable. So that's why you here the words were used such things. So she looked puzzled really. She said, and what is that? Now here the hostess she don't know. So that's why she looked confused. Really, she said, and what is that? And she's asking, what is that? Angston smiled and put his arm across my shoulders, open up the frontiers of beauty. Finally, Angston put his arm across the writer's shoulders, and it was given the opening up the frontier of beauty means from this day onwards the writer find out the tones of high and the low notes, and he knows the music, and he was finally he was assumed that he understand the music well, so it proved that he was not a tone deaf. So through this he was know the beauty of the music. Because of actions he knows the taste of the music. Dear students, read the lesson again and again. Thanks for watching.